My name is Jamie Henry.
And my name is Logan Saka.
And we are here to tell you about Hockey Calgary's U9 gameplay formats, specifically the U9 three-quarter cross-ice gameplay format.
The U9 program is part of Hockey Calgary's age-appropriate Intro to Hockey model. The program focuses on skill development and fundamentals of hockey for children ages 7 and 8. Our goal is to provide a positive environment for learning, making friends, having fun, and fostering a love for the game.
U9 players experience a higher practice-to-game ratio to focus on skill development and skill acquisition. Gameplay is both informal and formal and weighted toward the back half of the season to allow for the application of the skill that has been developed and acquired over the course of the year. Hockey Calgary's U9 progressive gameplay model is age-appropriate and promotes creativity and teamwork. Players start the season in a half-ice environment which has several benefits, including increased activity time, puck touches, passes attempted, passes received, shots attempted, shots on goal, and goaltender involvement.
After January 15th, gameplay will change from a half-ice format to Hockey Calgary's three-quarter cross-ice format. This new format continues to provide the same benefits of half-ice gameplay structure while also introducing aspects of the full-ice game and aspects of the game seen at older ages and higher levels.
In the three-quarter cross-ice format, similar to the half-ice format, the rink dividers will be used to split the ice into two competition zones. However, instead of the boards being placed along the center ice line, they will be moved just past one of the blue lines, creating a three-quarter ice gameplay zone and a quarter ice or cross-ice gameplay zone.
Players will play a portion of the game in each of the two competition zones. The three-quarter ice game will be played at 5-on-5, while the cross-ice game will be played at 3-on-3. The three-quarter competition zone will yield several benefits for the players. The gameplay area is lengthened, which will create more opportunities for rush-style offense and north-south hockey. In this format, a fifth player is introduced to create a more traditional hockey environment. While the focus at U9 should not be on position-specific development, this new format will allow coaches to introduce the rudimentary concept of forward and defensive positions in an informal and transitional environment. The three-quarter zone will have a face-off after every goal, introducing another full-ice concept in moderation. This allows opportunity for players to learn where to line up for face-offs and introduces whistle stoppages while still maintaining a mostly continuous game and maximizing activity time. There'll be an increased formality to penalties and the rules of the game, further preparing players for the next step in their development. While the reduction of space is important to develop quick decision-making under pressure, the opening of space in the three-quarter zone will allow for more open ice skating and time for creativity.
Coaches at the highest levels of hockey rely on small area games to facilitate an environment that is conducive to a formal game. At these levels, hockey is played along the boards and in tight spaces. Time and space are limited, and quick decision-making under pressure is a skill that all players need to have and learn to develop. The cross-ice competition zone will create the perfect environment for players in close proximity to make quick decisions under pressure. The smaller playing area will lead to more back-and-forth hockey, creating more transition situations for players to quickly change back and forth between offense and defense. In this format, the key benefits will be ever more on display with an increase in puck touches, passes attempted and received, shots attempted, shots on goal, and goaltender involvement. And while coaches often use cross-ice hockey in a practice environment, the inclusion of an opponent outside of the practice brings formality to a developmental small area game. Hockey Calgary's three-quarter cross-ice format has several benefits for the players. The format is age-appropriate and takes into account for the age, size, and skill of the participants involved. It maintains a high level of activity time by continuing to operate with two competition zones. Players will still benefit from approximately 24 minutes of activity time, as opposed to 11 minutes seen in a full ice game. The format provides a thoughtful, stepwise, transitional approach for second-year U9 players moving to U11 the following season. It introduces two new competition formats that will challenge players and will allow for the development of resilience, work ethic, and creativity. The format provides an opportunity for players to apply the skills that they've learned over the course of the season in two environments that promote aspects of the full ice game and the style of game played at the older ages and higher levels. This format maintains the flow of the game and is logistically least disruptive for players, coaches, and officials. Ultimately, Hockey Calgary's three-quarter cross-ice format is age-appropriate, progressive, transitional, and focused on player development and fun.